Welcome to a Brighter Day podcast with your host, Beverly Knox Davis, recorded at the Brighter Day Hub in Historic Hoskins. This podcast shares stories of empowerment, resilience, and growth. At a Brighter Day Outreach, our vision is to create a thriving community where every youth, senior, and family in the Thomasboro, Hoskins, and Charlotte areas has secure placement and the potential to grow. Join us as we shine a light on the people and initiatives making brighter days a reality.
Hello, everyone. This is Beverly Knox Davis, founder and president for A Brighter Day Outreach. And we are so excited to be here today for another episode of the A Brighter Day podcast. You can reach us on our website at www.abrighterdayoutreach.org, or you can contact us in our office at the Community Hub at 510 Sinclair Street in Charlotte, North Carolina at 28208. Or you can just call us at 704-612-6390. Welcome today to the A Brighter Day podcast. Super excited today to have the pleasure of having Ronnequeh Meggett with us today. Or is it Meggett? Meggett. I'm going to get it right. Yes. I believe in getting folks' names correct. Yes. But thank you so much for being with us here today. For having me. When I heard your story, I said, wow, we are focused on the positive here in the Hoskins community and just, shining the light on those that have just been resilient and those that have, are the epitome of you made it and you are making it.
Amen.
So
yes,
to God be the glory on that. So just tell us a little bit about, who you are and your journey.
So my name is Ronnequeh Meggett, and I'm a child of God. I'm a warrior. I'm strong. I'm a mother. I'm a friend. I just keep moving. I'm persevered.
And I know we met here at the food pantry, and I wanted to know, what drew you to come here to the A Brighter Day food pantry. And then, I'm always in awe of parents that bring their children with them. And then you all turned around and became volunteers. That's what I'm talking about. So tell me what drew you here.
So we seen a post on Facebook that you guys have food. We needed food. So we came initially to get food. But we received a text. I got a text one day saying, hey, you can come and volunteer. And I'm like, this is a great opportunity to teach my kids to give to what's given to you, to give back and to, teach them to not be lazy, to, make a difference,
That's how I started with my two, years ago, almost 17 years ago, bringing them with me as I started on this A Brighter Day journey. And when I tell you, it does make a difference. When they grow up, they are humbled and they want to give, and doing community service work becomes second nature to them. So I applaud you. No matter what the circumstances or situation is that's going on, you're mom. And mom just, everything that you could do to pour into your children. And I could see it because I took a picture with them and the hugs. And every time they see me now, they give me a hug. And it's just the most wonderful thing. And it's from your teaching. So thank you for being such a wonderful mom.
Thank you.
So I know your journey hasn't always been, the best. Yeah. And so I think, shining a little bit of light on from whence you've come to just inspire other mothers that may have had a tough childhood and, have grown up and now maybe raising their own children. But we want to stay in the positive. And so I was like, what better way than to shine the light on from whence you've come to where you are now, which was so inspirational to me on yesterday when we had an in-depth discussion. But I said, wow, that saying, you don't look like what you've been through.
Amen.
Girlfriend, let me tell you, you don't look like what you've been through. So share just a little bit as it may inspire someone else that may be going through.
Okay. So, when I was little, I'm going to take it all the way back. When I was little, about 3 years old, I had intestinal blockage and I was in the hospital for a while to the point where I was put on life support. My great aunt Cindy, God rest her soul, she died in 2018 of brain cancer. And she was there, even though she had to go work her job, and she came to the hospital for me, and they said that they was going to pull the plug on me. And she had the church come and pray for me. She didn't give up. And when they prayed for me, Pastor Foster prayed for me. She prayed. The church was there. They prayed. When they took me off the life support machine, I was breathing on my own.
Look at God. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And then fast forward, I mean, from there to some of the challenges that you went through as a young teenager.
Oh, wow. I don't know where to start. Like running away, foster care, child abuse, like you name it. I'm a survivor of those things. Again, my mom, she was on drugs, and my dad, he wasn't around at all. And so my mom abused us. We got taken for child abuse. We were at different foster homes, foster care, stuff like that. Actually, in a portion of my life when I stayed with my grandparents, we lived in this neighborhood
Look at the time.
at 4512 Morgan Street, right up the street.
Hoskins strong.
Yes, I rode bicycles around here. There was like 2 candy ladies in this
Yes.
neighborhood. Like we was going to
Yes.
get those 25-cent
There
ices.
you go. That was it.
Yeah, so, but I grew up in this neighborhood, and it was some good times, but it was some bad times. And when my granddad went to prison, after that, my grandma, she couldn't pay the mortgage, and it was times where we didn't have food. And I remember one day being a kid, we had to eat this can of tomato soup that I did not want to eat. But she was like, if you don't eat it, you're going to be hungry. So I ate it. And I remember her getting us dressed for us to go look for a food bank. So I commend you. And I just thank you for putting that in this neighborhood, because I once was a child in this neighborhood who was hungry and starving, and to know that it's here 20-something years later, but it's here. That's a blessing.
And all through God, because if somebody would have told me years ago that I'd be doing this, I would have called them a liar. I'm just going to be honest, because I could be on the beach somewhere chilling, I've raised my children, have gone through, but not the plan that God had. And each day I find myself, I spend more and more time here. I'm more here in the Hoskins community, which is where I grew up too, than I am actually at home, which is not far from here, about 5 minutes away. So I'm just, I'm in awe of you with everything that you have gone through on your journey, that you still keep pushing. And when you told me about the entrepreneur side of you, oh my God, my phone was blowing up with all these different things that she was saying. I was like, oh my goodness. That is where the resilience comes in, and where, as African American mothers, we know how to roll our sleeves up and make it happen when we need to, for the sake of our families and us as individuals. Even though we may be going through some stuff, we're going to make sure that our families are always taken care of. And that's part of that Hoskins Strong. So tell us a little bit about all of your entrepreneur. Oh my God, y'all just listen.
Okay, so where to start with that? So it's couponing. Like one day I was watching extreme couponing, and I seen the lady get like $2,000 worth of groceries for like a couple of dollars. And I was like, you know what? One day that's going to be me. I was watching Boss Lady Fee on YouTube, and she does gift baskets, and she said how she started with food stamps. And I said, you know what? That's going to be me. Like, I really didn't have those role models in my life, that people were doing stuff positive, but I looked for it in outlets like YouTube and people that was starting from nothing and trying to get something in. Also, let me backtrack. I did have a aunt that showed me how to braid hair. So that's where it started with the braided. So that's why I did learn how to braid hair. I know how to braid
See, I
hair,
keep track now. The braiding,
couponing,
couponing.
gift baskets, and the cooking of the plates, because I do some seafood bowls.
And they
also.
look really good. Oh my
love
goodness,
seafood.
I gotta order me a plate.
I love seafood.
So one other thing that I have noticed in following you on social media, you are about being healthy.
Yes.
And you are instilling that in your children, which I think is so super important. Yes, we want to address the food insecurities in this area, but at the same time, we want to make sure that, that it's healthy choices, that it's things that will absolutely guide our children, and then make sure that we have healthy lifestyles while we're here and not to be sickly or anything like that. So what got you started with doing, healthy things and picking healthier choices and researching? Because I see you do a lot of research too, and then you bring it to the public. But what got you started there?
So, the herbs, like I just listen. This stuff, like I watched a video of Dr. Sabi a long time ago. God rest his soul, Dr. Sabi, about the herbs and how the herbs was healing people, and to know that, even in my childhood when I was fighting the intestinal blockage and stuff like that, I was like, you know what? If I can learn these things and help my children, they fight against me. They don't always want to eat, ginger and lemon and greens and stuff like that. And I give them some French fries and stuff like that from time to time. But it's important that they know that these things are out here. They're healing people, and the same way others can do it, we can do it too.
Absolutely. And I know, we have a mixture of going on out here in the food pantry, but my goal is to get us to just healthy items, and then allow people, you make your choices with anything that's in a can. But for now, we have a good mixture of what is good vegetables and fruit and salads and various things that come from Carolina Farm Trust, and also through Feeding Charlotte. We get those types of things in, but like I said, the ultimate goal is to be very healthy and to teach a healthy lifestyle. So I know that you've gotten some things from the food pantry in the past. And then I've seen you make these delicious dishes from what you collected. So tell us about that experience, and you being able to come, and the staff in the food pantry, and then ultimately bringing it to the table.
Yes. So, when I say it felt like Christmas that day I came here and got peppers and limes and salad kits and all of that stuff, I was just like, oh my God, yes. Yes, the good stuff. And yes, I like the goal for me and my family is to go vegan all the way, like no meat at all, just fruits and vegetables, even just fruits. That's a goal, and to get those things, not have to worry about it, and put them together and create something that's healthy, that tastes good for me and my kids, and have them involved in even making it. Like, hey, we got this for free at the Brighter Day Outreach, and we're cooking it together, and it tastes good. So it's a blessing.
Oh my goodness. When I saw the dish, I was like, where my plate?
It's a
I need you to
blessing.
bring me a plate. But that's part of the entire goal, and not the focus being addressing the food insecurities in this area, but also the other services that we have here, which you're welcome to at any point in time. But I see you also going and giving of yourself in other areas of Charlotte as well. So tell me where all of that comes from.
Well, I really just want to be the change, want to help others. I really care about people, and I want to see people win. And if I can teach my kids that, and we go out and when there was a surplus of food here, that you've given us, and we just had so much that we could share with others. We did that. We went out in the Beattisford area of the community and gave out those salad kits, gave out those crackers, gave out those fruits and vegetables to other people, because I'm a firm believer that when you get blessed, you bless back.
Amen.
So
I believe
when
that
you're
too.
able to be blessed, you bless somebody else, and that's just what we did.
Yep, I am a firm believer in that. Other organizations, I make that phone call and say, "Hey, we got XYZ. Can you use it?" And they'll say yes, and then we make arrangements. But it's not about harboring everything here. As much as we focus on the Hoskins community, we want to make sure that everybody is fully aware that we want to see Charlotte grow. We want to, reach across to other organizations and work with them. And then, be that light that shines so bright that those that come for our services also want to give and give back to others, even outside of our community. I think that's so extremely important. So tell us just, what's next for you? Because I so heard like a book. I heard a book coming out of you when we talked on yesterday. So what are some of your goals and aspirations?
That's definitely a goal to write a book and share my story with others. Because I remember, and another goal of mine, not only just a book, but to open up a group home for aged out of foster care adults between 18 and 25. Because when I aged out of foster care, I went to the shelter here in Charlotte, and they gave me a week. And after that, I was out on the streets because I wasn't on drugs. I didn't have any children, and I wasn't being abused by men. So, if I could be that change for that age gap group that, they didn't have any services for me at that time, I really want to be that, because I know it's an issue.
Awesome. I know there's a fantastic nonprofit here in Charlotte, A Home for Me, and that's her focus.
Oh, that's good news.
So I'm going to connect the two of you,
good
because I'm
news.
sure your testimony would be amazing for some of the young people that she is mentoring and that have gone through her program and that they are supporting. So I think that's awesome. See, there's another way that you are sharing your story and your light, from all the way from Hoskins to where you are now. I just think it's a blessing to have people like you that didn't just stay stuck, because it could happen to all of us. We've all been through things in our lives that could have just, kept us right where we were. And to have an opportunity to just allow God to come in and stay grounded and rooted. Wow. And then to show us there is a different way, and to take what we've been through and provide those testimonies to those that need it, to be able to grow and know that, life can be better beyond whatever we've had to go through. So I commend you on so many levels for all that you have been able to do. So you have all of these businesses. How can people get in touch with you to get a basket, or to get their hair braided, or, to get these meals? I'm a firm believer in putting it all out there. How can they get in touch with you?
So I'm on Facebook, Braider Barbie, and Instagram Braider Barbie. So BRAIDA Barbie, BARBIE, Braider Barbie.
Now, where did that come from?
I braid and I'm a Barbie. So why not put the two together?
I love it. So that's and so everything is at
Braider Barbie.
Braider Barbie. Okay, y'all heard it right here. You heard it right here. So tell me, how do you balance being a mom, an entrepreneur, a wife, and you're out doing community service? So there's somebody listening right now, and they've kind of gone through some things, and they're listening to your story. How do you balance all of that, and then, take care of you too?
My source is God. Honestly, my source is God. Like, if I would have never had an encounter with God when I was 14 in a foster home, Sister Nisi was my foster parent. Her parents was first lady and bishop of the church. And like, listen, that's the only reason why I'm able to be here today to tell my story. It's all but God. God is my source.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, that's amazing. And I know, like I told you yesterday, that you are definitely going to be a blessing to someone here that's listening on the podcast today, or may just be, you never know, late at night, they can listen at any point in time and you be that difference for someone. But again, thank you for being who and what you are and all that you represent. I know it's not easy.
Nope.
Each day is a journey.
That's right. Each minute, each second. I'm telling
Amen. Because you don't know from 1 minute to the next, right?
That's right.
And then we've seen here in the last week, the loss of life by so many. Just last weekend, within a 24-hour span, it was just hard to see 6 lives taken, in that short amount of time. And then, Angie Stone going from one event and on her way to the next, and life just cut short. So we know not the day nor the hour. So we want to take these opportunities to shine light on the positive things that are happening all around us and be encouraging to someone who may just be at a place where they're ready to just throw in the towel. Well, know that you matter and that we care here at A Brighter Day. So thank you so very much for being with us today. And if you would like to tune in with us, please check us out on all social media platforms. That is Instagram, Facebook. We're coming with TikTok, so just hang on there. and all of the social media platforms, as well as iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Y'all just look for us, okay? And we'll put this out as well. So again, thank you for tuning in today for another episode of Be a Brighter Day right here in the Hoskins community. Take care. Till next time.
Thank you for tuning in to A Brighter Day podcast with Beverly Knox Davis. Together, we're working toward a community where everyone has the opportunity to grow and thrive. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and join us next time as we continue to inspire brighter days for all. See you soon.